And now for a few quick announcements. Dark Confidant will be taking up collections for a new church organ for the church sanctuary. He asks that all parishioners please dig deep in their pockets so that we may fill the sanctuary with a beautiful euphony of song and praise for Athreos. Though, personally knowing that Dark Confidant has a rich taste for fine clothing, I question him on the final destination of these donations. He reiterated to me numerous times that these donations would most certainly be going towards the church organ, and not into his own personal wardrobe expense account. Though, when the conversation ended and he walked away, I heard him say under his breath, "Fashion greatness at any cost." Welcome to the Church of Athreos. Have a seat, have a seat. Welcome, parishioners, to the Church of Athreos. Hope you're excited. Yeah, man. Hey, Church of Athreos is sacrifice or be sacrificed. So, if Dark Confidant needs a little bit extra money for some clothes, hey, man, we gotta help him out. Dig deep in your pockets, parishioners. Playing gets Glissa. Fair enough. As far as our opening hand goes, we do have the Basilica, we have Enlightened Tutor, a High Priest, Weathered Wafer. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll go and keep on this one. And then we are on the draw, so we'll be able to get down Weathered Wayfarer and hopefully kind of get into some nice little activations with them. But yes, parishioners, welcome to the Church of Athreos. We are playing. This church service is all in the name of Athreos. Athreos is indestructible. Devotion 7 turns into a creature. Then, whenever another creature we own that dies, return it to our hand unless target opponent pays 3 life. Let's go and get the planes down. Ooh, Bontu the Glorified. Cool, man. Let's go and get the planes down. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go planes. Let's go Weathered Wayfarer. That way we can get down Weathered Wayfarer, activate it, and then get down the Basilica and bounce the land back to our hand, and then search. Whatever we kind of search up with the Weathered Wayfarer, we can go for that. And we have Ancient Tomb in the hand, so that's pretty nice. Playing against Glissa the Traitor. She has First Strike and Death Touch. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you may return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Extractor of Sin. Okay, let's go ahead and activate Weathered Wayfarer. Let's go for the planes. Probably going to grab another dual source off this one. I could go for Phyrexian Tower, but I think at this point, let's just go ahead and grab another dual source. Let's grab a, where is it? Scrubland. Where are you, bud? There you go. Scrubland goes into the hand. Let's get the, I guess we could just make a lane drop and not have to discard anything. Let's go ahead, yeah, let's just go ahead and get the Basilica down. I think I'm okay with that. Actually, let's go, yeah, let's go ahead and get the Scrubland down. We can lead off with High Priest next turn. Then we can go, actually we can go for Enlightened Tutor. Yeah, I like that a little bit better now that I think about it. Okay, so we can go for Enlightened Tutor, put Phyrexian Arena on top of our library, get down the Basilica the following turn, and then get our card draw up and running, so that'll be pretty nice. But yes, welcome to the Church of Athreos. If you're not familiar with this deck or you're a new parishioner, make sure you sit up towards the front. We will sacrifice you during today's service. It's always good, man. That's how you get inducted into the Church of Athreos. We have to sacrifice you. Let's go ahead and grab the, yeah, let's go for the Phyrexian Arena. And I remembered to put the Black Porter version of my card in this deck, so pretty excited about that. Let's go ahead and lead off with, we can't go for black this turn. Do we want to go for a activation on Weathered Wayfarer? Now let's go ahead and get down High Priest of Penance, I think. Yeah, let's go and get down High Priest. We're still going to be online once we get down the Basilica. Let's go and get that down, bounce the planes back to our hand, come into play untapped. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass turn. Okay, we have High Priest of Penance on the battlefield. Whenever it's dealt damage, we destroy target non-land permanent. So if they get any sort of Planeswalker enchantments out there and they swing in, we'll have a little bit of removal on that end. But other than that, we're probably going to get the planes down, go for a little Phyrexian Arena next turn, and then we'll have Ancient Tomb online. We may end up searching for a plains. I mean, not plains. Search for Urborg with Weathered Wayfarer. That way we can kind of turn some of our our colorless lands into swamps. So that'll be pretty good right there. But yeah, as far as the deck goes, this is a black-white clerics deck. We do have Raking Canopy. Whenever a creature with flying attacks you, deals 4 damage. All right, man. We do have some 5/5 demons, so we'll be able to get out from underneath that 4 damage. But I'm liking where this deck's going. It sounds pretty fun. But yeah, it's black-white clerics. We have a nice little aristocrat theme in here, and we also have some Reanimator on demon, which is always pretty fun. So, okay, drawn to, oh, there we go. Skristag High Priest. Those 5/5 demons. Let's go ahead and lead off with the. We're looking at black-white. Yeah, let's go and get the Phyrexian Arena down. If they're kind of going to do a little bit of setting up, well, we'll get Phyrexian Arena down. We can get the planes and still go for an activation on Weathered Wayfarer because they're going to have 4 lands. Yeah, we can do that. Anything else? No. And we're not going to swing in with Weathered Wayfarer or the High Priest of Penance right now. And then we'll kind of re-rack on what we've got going on. So more than likely with Weathered Wayfarer, we're going to search up Urborg. That's going to allow us to turn our lanes into swamps. And then as far as next turn goes, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have up to 6 mana with Ancient Tomb. So probably going to see, let's get down probably Bantu. We need to get down Scourgestag High Priest actually. That way once we get Morbid online, we can start making those 5/5 demons. But our opponent did get down the Sword of Light and Sword of Feast and Famine, so we're going to have protection from black and green. Alright, swinging in for 5. It's going to put us down to 25. That's going to be 5 total commander damage. Discard a card. Let's go ahead and chunk the Dark Depths. We're a little bit far away from that right now. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I was trying to figure out where that trigger came from. I forgot that it comes from the Sword of Feast and Famine. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, swinging in. Anything else? We still have the Weathered Wayfarer activation to go for, too. Okay, get down to Asceticism. Creatures you control have hexproof. Fair enough. So right now we're kind of like on a board wipe game plan to kind of set back Glissa right now. Grab that Urborg. Well, we might, yeah, let's go and grab the Urborg. Then we can go for the Phyrexian Tower the following turn. That way we'll have Morbid online for Scourgestag High Priest. I like that. Okay, draw another card. Gate to the Afterlife and Bygone Bishop. Let's go ahead and get the Ancient Tomb down. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll actually have just enough devotion for Athreos, but with that protection from black, it's going to be a little hard for us. Let's go ahead and go for, let's get down, excuse me, let's get down Scourgestag High Priest. And then let's go ahead and, I'm going to go for Bantu. Could go for Bantu. Yeah, let's go for Bantu. That way if we sacrifice one of our creatures, we can get him down, start swinging in for 4. Maybe we get into spots where we can kind of outrace his commander damage, and we still have one mana activation for the Weathered Wayfarer. We can grab that Phyrexian Tower to where we can get that down and have a sack outlet to turn on the Morbid for Scourgestag High Priest, and hopefully kind of be able to close it out. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass turn. Okay. But yeah, so this is Black-White Clerics deck. There's a lot of human clerics in here, and one of the ways that we can really take advantage of those human clerics is we have Rot Lung Reanimator, which says whenever a cleric you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie. We're also running the Athreos Necromancer that says whenever a human you control dies, create a 2/2 zombie. So you get into the spots where you kind of have this board state to where you can you get this board state. Okay, let's get the Sword of Feast. But yeah, you get this board state to where you're killing your. Let's go and chunk the Gate to the Afterlife. You kill your human clerics, and you're gonna get 2 zombies for it. So man, I always love that interaction. If you can get, like, when I play this deck, like, that's my end game. Like when I play Gitrog, Hypnotoad, you know, I always want to get those squirrels going. But when we play Church of Athreos, I want to get both of those on the battlefield. That's always fun. Okay, let's go and activate the Weathered Wayfarer. Let's grab that Phyrexian Tower. There we go. It's gonna be a nice little sack outlet for us, and we'll get a little bit ahead on mana. Okay, Phyrexian Arena trigger. So we draw into Tide Hollow and then Caves. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the Phyrexian Tower down. The way we can sequence this, let's get the Phyrexian Tower down. We cast the Tide Hollow, and then in response to that trigger entering the battlefield, we're going to get a free exile. So just kind of check this out. Okay, so in response to that, we're going to sacrifice, add black mana. So we're going to return the card that we did not exile, and then we get a free exile out of the hand. So let's see what they have. Oh, just straight up lands. Fair enough, man. Urborg, Relic Repair, and Swamp. Okay. So Phyrexian, that goes down. We do have Morbid online, so let's go ahead and go for that while we have it on this turn. And we can swing in with Bantu. I don't think we really want to go for a land activation, so I'm okay with swinging in with Bantu. So let's get that 5/5 demon. We have that 2 mana floating. Let's go for do you want to go for Athreos? Yeah, let's go and get Athreos down. Tap for white. And then we can get down Bygone Bishop. I think that would be good. What do we want to go for? Let's go for Extractor of Sin. And get those colorless Eldrazi tokens. We might get into spots where potentially we can just start chump blocking on Glissa. Okay, get on Extractor of Sin. Let's go and sacrifice another creature. Let's go ahead and sacrifice the demon. We'll get into a colorless. Yes, let's go and go for that. Because we're going to hold on to High Priest. Or we could sacrifice High Priest. No, it's going to turn off Devotion. Okay. That'll be a nice little Eldrazi Horror token that we can chump block on to kind of stop that commander damage from swinging in. And then we can still swing in with Bantu. Okay, there we go. I like that. And they can pay to 3 life if they want to. We do have Bantu online. Let's go and swing in for 4. It's going to put them down to 23. And then we'll kind of re-rack on what we've got going on next turn as far as combat damage goes. Okay, 23. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass turn. Okay, so we've got the Eldrazi Horror token blocking on Glissa. It's going to stop the Sword of Feast and Famine, unless they have some sort of removal. We can go for that. And then we also have Extractor of Sin, a Delirium. We do have 4 card types in the graveyard. So we can we'll have a flipped Extractor of Sin next turn, which should be colorless. Yes. Okay, coming in hot. Let's go and block with the Eldrazi Horror. Chump block on that. See if they want to pay the Athreos trigger. They're more than welcome to on a token, but most of them don't. Every once in a while you'll catch somebody that didn't just misclicks on the trigger, and you'll get that free little life right there. And see what else they have. They just had lands in the turn. I think, what did they play for the turn? They did play Reliquary Tower, I think. Yeah, they played Reliquary Tower. I think there was Urborg and something else. Okay, got the Kessig Recluse, Reach and Death Touch. Fair enough. And they're putting the Sword of Feast and Famine on there. Okay. Got the Phyrexian Arena trigger, got the Extractor of Sin. We do have Delirium active. Oh, yes, beautiful. Vivid Marsh, see what we hit. Orzhov Signet. Okay, let's go ahead and, what you want to see? We can swing in with, we can start sacking some of our creatures if we want to. Let's go ahead and get the caves down. Let's go for Bygone Bishop. So we're looking at 1, 2. Be another chump blocker for trying to figure out how we want to sequence this. We could get into spots where we just sacrifice the Bygone Bishop, create that Eldrazi Horror, and then kind of have a block over there. That'll turn on Bantu. We can swing in with Athreos. Yeah, let's go and do that. So let's go ahead and we're going to pay 2 on this one. Let's go and sacrifice Bygone Bishop. That's going to turn on Morbid for Skirtstag High Priest. See if they want to pay that 3 life or not. Then we excuse me, then we can swing in with Athreos, Bantu, and then we can tap a few other creatures. We can tap the Weather Wayfarer, High Priest, and Skirtstag. Okay, create that Eldrazi. They do pay the 3 life. Let's go and swing in. So we're looking at Bantu and Athreos. And let's go and swing in with High Priest of Penance on this one. That way we're at least going to get in for 1. If they want a chump block, then go for that. That will turn off Devotion, but at least it's going to allow us to kind of blow up that Sword of Feast and Famine, which is kind of what we want to go for. And they do have protection from black. But whenever it dies, whenever it's dealt damage, destroy target non-land permanent. So if they do block, it's still going to kill it. Okay, we got the chump block on Athreos. He's indestructible. We're going to get him for 5. It's going to put him down to 15. And then, do we want to swing in? We can create the Demon. To tap 2 other tap creatures. No, let's go ahead and go for, let's go ahead and leave up the Eldrazi Horror. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, because the 5/5 Demon is not going to be able to block. Let's go get the Signet down off the Ancient Tomb. Okay. And then we're good. Fair enough. But yeah, this is, and this is what makes the Church of Athreos one of my favorite commander decks, is that there's no really set way to win. You know, you're not digging for this one counter spell. Okay, opponent scoops it up. This was probably a nice little showing, so I'll probably go ahead and post this one up. So we're looking at Athreos coming across next turn. You know, our opponent didn't necessarily have the game, but if they just drew into another land and maybe they were really feeling our demons, we could have gone from there. This turn, we do have Phyrexian Arena, sacrifice a creature. But we couldn't have turned on the Skirtstag High Priest from that, so I'm trying to figure out. But, yeah, that was a nice little showing, man. Probably going to go ahead and post this one up. So I have maybe another Church of Athreos video I might splice on at the back at the end of it. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for being a proud sacrificing member of the Church of Athreos. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Have a seat, have a seat. Parishioners, welcome. Welcome to the Church of Athreos. You are home. Sit anywhere you would like in the sanctuary. There's no assigned seat, but if you're new to the Church of Athreos and you want to be sacrificed, sit up towards the front. We will sacrifice you during today's service. We are, hey, that's better. Hey, good. Good job. Good. Good luck. Yeah, we just played, and we got to about turn 6, and he was stuck on 2 lands, so we just went ahead and scooped it up, because, hey, that's not fun. As far as our opening hand goes, we have Thraben Doomsayer, Zulaport, Damnation, Edgewalker. Oh, yes, we will keep on this. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, our opponent got stuck on 2 lands all the way up until turn 6. So, man, that's not. I had I had Phyrexian Arena out there, so we were just going to Value City. So, at some point, you've got to, hey, let's call it quits. Let's just restart a game. That way, everyone's on the same playing field. Let's go ahead and get the Polluted Delta down. We can crack and grab one of our black-white sources. Anything else we need to do for the turn? No, we are good. But yes, we are playing the Church of Athreos, and that starts with the god himself, Athreos. He has Indestructible Devotion 7. It turns into a creature. Then, whenever another creature you own dies, return it to your hand unless target opponent pays 3 life. Playing against Shuyun, the Silent Tempest. He has Prowess. Whenever you cast a spell, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you need to pay white or red. If you do, target creature gains Indestructible, gains double strike until end of turn. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go crack the Polluted Delta. Let's grab the Godless Shrine. That way we can shock it in later. F6. There we go. All right, back over to our turn. Draw into Soul Warden. Let's go ahead and, if you have 4 more creatures, we could go Soul Warden as a little bit of a better sequencing option. It's a Human Cleric. We'll be able to cast it once we get down Edgewalker the following turn. As a Human Cleric, we'll be able to cast them for 1. Yeah, let's go the Militia Captain. Then we go Edgewalker. We can cast Soul Warden for free. And then we can get Human at. Yeah, let's, I guess it doesn't really matter how we sequence it. Let's just go and lead off with Soul Warden. That way we're just going to gain the most life from here. We're still looking, yeah, we make the land drop. Then we can go Edgewalker. We can get down Human Cleric. Well, we're not going to be able to get down Human Cleric because it's going to cost, we'll still have to pay one white, actually a white and a colorless on that. But yes. As you may have noticed, there's a lot of human clerics in our hand. If you're not familiar with the Church of Athreos, welcome. You're a proud sacrificing member of the Church of Athreos now that you're watching it. But yeah, this is a black-white human cleric deck. We're capitalizing on some black-white aristocrat stuff. You know, we have Zulaport Cutthroat and Sack outlets. But at the same time, we have just a lot of ways just to kind of get a lot of value out of our clerics. So, man, they're just a really fun tribe to play in Commander. I love it. Let's go and get the command tower down. Let's go for... I guess if we go Edgewalker, that'll kind of just open it up. Do you want to swing in for one? Yeah, let's go and come in hot for one. Soul Warden. Not very often does she get to swing in, so if you have an opportunity for Soul Warden to swing in, go for it, man. And let's go. Let's go and go for the Edgewalker. If we go for Thraben, actually we'll be online for making another human. And then I'll kind of get us a little bit closer to the Militia Captain. Yeah, let's go Thraben Doomsayer. So we're looking at double white. We're going to gain that life, and then we'll go and pass turn. Okay, so... with the Militia Captain. So at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 4 or more creatures, transform the Militia Captain. Power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. Then at the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 black and white human cleric creature token. Oh yes, value city right there. So next turn, we're going to be able to make a creature with Thraben Doomsayer. That'll be 3. Get down the Militia Captain, and then we'll be in a good spot to go from there. All right, Shun Yun has made his place, has made his spot. Let's double check the artifacts that we have going on. So the Swiftfoot Boots has Hexproof and Haste. They can equip for 1. There's also the Hero's Blade. You may attach it to it. Okay, and it doesn't have unblockable. All right, so the good thing about Thraben is that we can start making some human creatures and then chump blocking on those. If they don't, for some reason, they don't put the Swiftfoot Boots on Shin Yun. For some reason, we do have Banisher Priest to kind of knock him back and kind of send him back into the commander tax if that's what we want to go for. So we do have that option. But no, they put it on there. Like a very good commander player, they put it on there. Okay, they're going to be swinging in for 6. We're going to allow this to go through. Worse, if things get a little too crazy, we do have Damnation to kind of clean the board up a little bit. But I think we're going to be able to start making some human tokens. So let's go. Oh, draw into a nice little land. Let's go get the Windswept Teeth down. So in any certain way we want to sequence this. We're going to be able to gain some life. We go Banisher Priest. We're not going to be able to exile any of their creatures and opponent controls, which is none out there. We go Edgewalker. There's no humans out there. Yeah, let's go ahead and go the Militia Captain. So we're looking at white and then black. We're going to gain a nice little life off that one. And then let's go ahead and go... let's go Zulaport. Yeah, let's go crack the Windswept Heath. Let's grab that Scrub Land. That way we just kind of get it out of our deck. Put down Zulaport. Get that live. There we go. Okay. And then now we're going to have 4 creatures. We can still make a human to chump block on the Shu Yun. And do we want to swing in? Yeah, why not? Let's go Soul Warden. Keep that 30-turn clock going, man. Coming in hot for 1, put them down to 28. Anything else for the turn? No, we're going to go and pass turn. So, they swing in. We're going to have the human creature token on Thraben. We can chump block and still satisfy the cult leader, so we can start getting those human cleric tokens. Yeah. But, expanding on the human clerics. So, we have a lot of human clerics. You can see Banisher Priest, human cleric right here in the Edgewalker. So, we're also running stuff. We have Rot Lung Reanimator that says whenever a cleric dies, create a 2/2 black zombie token. We're also running Athreos Necromancer, which says whenever a human dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So, you have your human clerics on the battlefield. You start sacrificing some of your human clerics. You're getting 2 zombies a cleric. And that's just like the Church of Athreos value special right there. Oh, man. I tell you. If you're not an Aristocrats fan and you have both of those on the battlefield and you start sacrificing all your creatures to get double zombies, whew, oh, man. Kind of need to fan yourself for a second. It's just such good magic value. Let's go create a human soldier token. We're going to get a nice little Zulaport Cutthroat trigger off this one if the block goes through. So we're going to gain that life. We're going to be pretty far away from Fateful Hour, but let's get the human chump block. There we go. I'll take that. But yeah, and then Thraben Doomsayer does have Fateful Hour. As long as you have 5 or less life, other creatures you control get +2/+2. So we do need to be aware of that. I completely forgot about that one Church of Athreos game, and we were going to lose, and then except my Mana Crypt trigger put me below 5, and the next thing you know, I've got like a +2/+2 bonus to all my creatures, and I'm like, Where is this coming from? Like, I'm trying to show that I'm driving the ship, but I have no clue where this bonus is from. And then I finally realized it was the Fateful Hour. So yes, if you're going to be building a deck with Thraben Doomsayer, do remember that it does have Fateful Hour, because it will save you. It'll win you the game sometimes if it gets down to that Fateful Hour. I don't know, it just felt very flavorful. Okay, our opponent's going for the Kusarigama. This creature gets +1 until end of turn. Whenever it deals damage to a blocking creature, deals that much damage to each other creature defending player control. Oh, gnarly. Ooh, that's pretty nasty. Okay. We've got our work cut out for us. Now what we can do is probably going to have to jam Athreos next turn, because if they're going to go for the, they're going to get this artifact down. It's going to have to equip it for 3, which they do have enough mana. So they can equip it for 3. Let me just double check I read that correctly. So whenever it deals damage to a blocking creature, deals that much damage to each other creature defending player controls. Okay, we don't have any sack outlets right now, which is unfortunate. Because what we could do is we could declare a blocker. None of his stuff has tramples, so Thespian Stage. Okay, let's go and get down the Thespian Stage. He's going to be able to get in. They're going to be able to get in for 6. Do we want to go Edgewalker? Let's go ahead and... We're swinging in for 6, 7, 8. This is going to be 8. Put him down to 19. Are we okay with that? Yeah, let's go ahead and... If we're going to outrace commander damage, I think I'm okay with it. Yeah, let's go and swing in. Coming in hot. Let's send in the whole crew. Do we want to get in for 2 and make an extra human thing? No, we're going to hold back the Thraben Doomsayer. Yeah, because we can create a human... Created 1/1 human. There we go. We're going to gain a life. They go to 5/5. Put them down 20. Anything else? Let's go ahead and get Athreos down. So we're looking at an tap for black. Okay, anything else? So the next turn we can kind of sequence Edgewalker and Banisher Priest. All right, we're going to get a nice little human. We're going to gain another life. Okay. So I think what we're going to do right now is we're going to allow Shu Yun to kind of swing in. What we need is a sack outlet, because what we can do is we can declare one of our human clerics or our humans a nice little blocker on Shu Yun, and then sacrifice it, and it's going to get around that Kusarigami artifact, little sword thing, whatever the little fox weapon is thing. So that'll allow us to kind of get around that. We do have Damnation, and we do have Zulaport Cutthroat. So if we go for a Damnation with Zulaport Cutthroat out there, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have 6 Blood Artist Zulaport triggers that will make our opponent lose 6, and we're going to gain 6. So that's something we can definitely go for. But with the Cult Leader being equal to the number of creatures we control, Sword of Light and Shadow, protection from white, and oh man, that's exactly what the Doctor ordered against an Athreos deck. That's all we have over here. Okay, so they're going to get the Prowess. Whenever you cast an non-creature, if you target creature gains double strike until end of turn. It's going to be 7, 14 coming across once they equip it on there. I think that's going to be game. We'll see. Yeah, you equip it on there. Protection from white and black, so it's going to swing in. Does it have double strike? No, it doesn't say that it has double strike. Okay, so we're looking at 9 coming across. 3 damage to target player. You gain 3 life, return one target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Coming in hot for 9. Nothing else we need to do for the turn. Okay. It's going to be 15. Whenever it deals damage, they're going to, with the Sword of Light and Shadow, you gain 3 life, return one target creature card from graveyard to your hand. Okay, fair enough. So they go to 23. Alright, so next turn, we're looking at 3 coming across. We're at 21. We pretty much, with the Sword of Light and Shadow, we may end up probably going to have to go for a Damnation next turn. I'm trying to see if there's any way we can turn on. Right now, we're sitting at right at 6 Devotion for Athreos. We'll see what we draw for the turn. But that'll be some nice little Zulaport Cutthroat stuff. Okay, drawn to Bygone Bishop. Let's go ahead and... trying to think if we can still go for Damnation and kind of get some of our creatures out there, but I don't think we can. Because they have protection from black and white. They're going to be able to swing in next turn. That's going to be lethal commander damage, put us at 23. Yeah, let's just go and swing in with the board on this one. We're getting extra damage to the Thraben Doomsayer. Alright, coming in hot. Send the whole crew in. It's going to put him down to 11. Let's go and go for the Damnation. And then we're going to have all these Athreos triggers that are going to send them back to the hand. So we're going to get Zulaport back, Soul Warden back. Okay, alright. Let's get these Zulaport triggers on the stack first. And then let's go for the Athreos triggers. Always yield. And then always yield. Okay, put it on our opponent. See if they want to send them back to the hand or not. At least they are at 11, so that, you know, they can't just sit there and say they all don't go back to the hand. So what we can do is we can at least get down Soul Warden back, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 Zulaport triggers on the stack to resolve. So we're going to have to force them to use the Athreos triggers if they want to put it back. It does. I don't. Huh? Oh man. That is odd. That's strange. Yeah, that's yeah, sorry man. Yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, I guess he's saying it's not pointing at the trigger. Probably the tokens. It's probably the tokens. That's what it is. Okay. Probably, yeah, it should be. Well, maybe it does. I'm not sure, to be honest. Who knows? I'm sorry. That is a bummer to our opponent. That unfortunately that happens sometimes. All right, so we're gonna have these Athreos triggers. They're not gonna pay. Obviously, they're not gonna pay for the tokens. They can if they want to, but it's not really gonna do them any good. But we're gonna get those back to the hand. We're gonna have 6 coming across in Zulaport triggers. And then, oh, they do not allow the Soulborn to go back. Okay, go down to 5. And that's going to be 6 Zulaport triggers right there on the stack. So I think that's going to be game. Yeah, the 1, 2, oops. Yeah, yeah. That is an oops. Zulaport sitting there just like waving his little sword right there, saying, "Hey man, you still gotta pay the Zulaport tax." Yeah, man, good game. Oh man, well that was, yeah, no, I may end up posting this one up. I don't know. That was I don't know. I like Church of Athreos videos, and that was an interesting little win right there. So I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunately, our opponent couldn't see what the Athreos trigger was, but I've got 2 or 3 little Athreos videos, so I may end up splicing some together or something. So all right, everybody, if you enjoyed the video, hey, proud parishioners of the Church of Athreos, be safe out there. All right, bye.